Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today Luna Snow is finally here to be tier 3. Now I know from yesterday's video you guys were a bit confused, as was I. Apologies for the mix-up with the time zones, because I'm 12 hours ahead and this is 12 hours and 3 hours and all this stuff, so I goofed up, admittedly. However, I'm here to rectify this situation. I got Luna all the way to gear 25, completely maxed out. These are my tier 2 stats before tier 3. You can see just over 28,000 energy attack, 26,500 HP. If I click over on enhancement, you can see the stats that we're going to be getting, almost 35,000 energy attack, which is not that high, but keep in mind that she has huge base damage on all of her skills, plus all of the reworks to skills 2, 3, and 4 that she got with the recent uniform upgrade from the same patch about, 24 hours ago, or 12 hours ago, whatever. So she's in great shape. I've already been playing with her post rework, and I can say that her uniform feels a lot smoother, so I don't want to cover that one individually. I just want to cover the tier 3 now because it's time for tonight. And we got to see what this alt skill can do in terms of the stats, in terms of the numbers. So I want to run her through some of the same battles that we did before, but I want to crank up the damage, of course, because now she's tier 3. So let's see what this beast can do. Let's see, or this beauty, and let's see what the tier 3 animation looks like. Here we go. This is my third speed tier 3. Oh, and she's got the crowd there cheering her on. Very cool. There we go. Luna Snow, tier 3. We got the Lunar Frost achievement, the 300,000 gold. Thank you for the refund, the small refund. And we're now at rank 230. So a top 250 Luna Snow. How are we going to do? Let's dive right in. I don't want to cut. I want to do straight rolling as if this was a live stream, and I want to jump into some giant boss. I'm going to mimic the exact same team that we used with Wasp and Coulson, and this time, of course, we're using Luna as well, and we're going to rock it, and we're going to see just how well she can do. I'm just going to cut this part out here because I want to save you guys the agony of looking for a team. So here we go, we got ourselves a team after a couple of minutes, and the nice thing, I was trying to open it up for you before this animation started, the nice thing is we've got a tier 3 Black Panther. He's gonna get dunked, but it's okay because we get a little bit more of a comparison here between the two characters. So I'm gonna just figure out how to, I always forget how to switch over to Luna Snow because I'm not used to using Mimu, but here we go. See what the damage looks like, see what, I really just don't care about this part because it's all just ads, just like YouTube. It's just a bunch of ads, and we will get ready for Mr. Master Mold. I'm gonna pop this, and then pop the tier 3 skill. Let's go, you and me tonight. I think I was looking at her tier 3 skill. That's nice. And I think you want to activate, ooh, there's a lot of lag. I think you want to activate the, guys, laptop things. I think you want to activate the tier 3 skill. Just a little tip for you guys that have tier 3 Luna. I think you want to activate the tier 3 skill just before the proc activates, because she has a couple of hits before she summons the kind of orbs. So you want the orbs to get the full value of the proc, and for that reason, you want it to activate ahead of time. But the nice thing, despite all the lag, the nice thing about Luna is the survivability. Her survivability has really improved a lot. The tier 3 skill seems to be doing a lot of damage, but honestly, I can't tell. It's actually really laggy, which is kind of disappointing, but gotta bring it to you anyways. It feels good. She feels strong. We'll have a much better... Oh, right. We're still playing. We'll have a much better idea of the overall damage. I don't want to actually use the tier 3 skill. That was a mistake. Oh, man. We're probably losing a lot of damage as well because of the lag. When you lag, you lose frames. When you lose frames, you lose damage. It's just that simple. When you upgrade your phone, you'll see that you do a lot more damage for things like ABX. It's not a coincidence. it's because of the lag. The nice thing with Luna that I've noticed on other people's videos and I've noticed on other content is that her tier 3 skill charges really fast. Her tier 3 skill charges really fast because of the 1, 2, 3 cooldown on the passive. So there we ranked 67% of the damage. We did that in just over 2 minutes. So that was lightning fast, almost 40 million damage in 2 minutes, and you can probably cut that to exactly 2 minutes because there's about 17 seconds of garbage with animations and master mold healing and stuff like that. So yeah, 38 million damage, almost 40 million damage in 2 minutes is actually pretty damn good. But now I want to take her into some other content here. We were doing Corvus. We need to do Corvus again, of course, because now we don't have any speed books. Not that I want a tier 3 Spider-Man, but at least you goons can't bother me with that shit for a couple more weeks until I get back to 10 speed books. But I want to take on stage 50. I think stage 50 is a nice little barometer for her. I believe she has 40% ignore dodge. Let me just double check that really quickly because of her CTP of energy. So I'm gonna need, yeah, 42%. So we're gonna need 60% more ignore dodge to hit the cap. And I'll just fast forward through this so that you guys can get to the fight. 60% speed, hotcakes, blast, guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is going to be a full run, as aggressive as possible. We're going to, of course, stop just short because I want to test one more world boss. But this is going to be about as, you know, close to actual action as you're going to see, because of the fact that, yeah, see, that's the only problem is there's a small little gap there in between some of her skills, but she does keep. Let's see how much damage this does. I already triggered the proc, so this is actually an off proc tier 3. Oh, we have the extra animation. Yeah, it seems about like a bar of damage. Okay. He's still mind controlled, so we can get more damage in here. But yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit, I'm not quite used to... Oh, he's still doing this? Really? That's so weird, but she took a lot of damage. She has almost 50,000 HP. She took a lot of damage, and she didn't die, so that's good. And now she can heal up. She also has a heal on her tier 3 skill. I'm actually going to try to trigger her tier 3 skill just right after the proc disappears. The nice thing about the CTP of energy is that it always shows you when the proc ends. Yeah, the damage is not that great. It's about a bar. It's about a bar. Who else does a bar to Corvus on stage 50? I don't know. I'm trying to think. It seems, I mean, her other hits do a lot of damage, and because the entice happens now on the beginning of her 4th skill, it's a lot better for her survivability. It makes her a lot more well suited for world bosses. But this is maybe not. Maybe triggering on the proc is better for her tier 3 skill. I was underestimating how much damage she does at the beginning. I was thinking that it was more of a delayed tier 3, kind of like Captain America, where you charge it up. Not quite about the charging, but just about not necessarily using the proc or using the tier 3 skill as soon as the proc lands. Because it seems like those initial hits actually do a lot more damage than I originally thought. She's still getting guard broken now and then, but it's a lot less now that she has an iframe at the beginning of her 4th skill. And because I can always land the entice, it's a lot easier to keep Corvus, even without Scarlet Witch. Let's say I didn't have Scarlet Witch. It's a lot easier to keep him kind of under control. Now, of course, this doesn't have anything to do with the tier 3 skill, but you can see how fast the tier 3 skill charges because of the fact that I'm able to spam 1, 2, 3. Now, it does make it harder to trigger her proc. Oh, I took a lot of damage there. I don't know why. It's kind of scary. It's not an iframe as well, so that's another thing you need to take care of. Her tier 3 skill, it's really dark. Holy crap. Her tier 3, that's Mew, guys. That's the emulator. That's why it's so dark. Her tier 3 skill is not an iframe, so that's something that you need to take care of. You need to pay attention to that and be careful. It's pretty easy to take damage. Although she has immunity, she's still vulnerable to penetration and things like that. So I don't know how useful this tier 3 skill is going to be for PvP. We're going to have to wait and see. The AoE, of course, is very nice. The fact that it charges up is very nice. Charges up quickly is very nice. But overall, like you can see, basically one run of skills and I can do it. One rotation of skills. It's a lot fast. 20 seconds is usually the base amount of time that it takes. Yeah, this is over. This is so over. He's not even moving for the most part anyways. So yeah, she can do this pretty comfortably. She could probably push. I mean, this is with lag, by the way. So she could push even higher. If I tier 3, I might kill him. Yeah, she could push even higher than 50. Wow. Let's jump into some other world boss action so we can see. Now here is where I think we're going to see her potential. This is a stage 55 Ebony Maw, and the nice thing about having the Entice at the beginning of the skill now is we're going to be able to really clamp down Ebony Maw. If we can kind of make it through the lag, we're going to be able to really clamp him down. And by clamp him down, I mean he's not going to be able to iframe as much because he's going to be mind controlled between the 5 seconds that's possible from what's her name, Psylocke, and the 10 seconds of Scarlet Witch, and now my 5 seconds from Luna Snow. It should be a lot easier to basically incapacitate him all the time. And you can see how fast her tier 3 skill charges up. It's going to be interesting to see. It's a bit less than a bar here, so the damage is not as good as you might hope. I'm not sure if... Wow, the lag is I don't know if it's the lag that's killing me, or if it's... oh, we got to get out of here. Nice. Okay, we didn't die. Under a minute. Oh my god, no. Okay, nice. We tanked it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. She tanked it. We get double heal here. We get a double heal on 5 and 6. We get another heal on 4. Yeah, the lag is kind of an issue because it makes it really hard for me to know what is going on in the game. But I think really the most important thing here right now is to just appreciate how cool she looks. No, the most important thing is to figure out when the timing of the tier 3 skill is going to be, because it may not be worth it to, for example, someone like Thor. It's not really worth it to spam Thor's skills and lose the proc on his 5th skill, because the proc on his 5th skill does so much damage, and his 6th skill, while his 6th skill is good, it doesn't have the same amount of damage output that his 5th skill does. And so you don't want to ruin the timing of his proc just to ramp up. You know, you don't want to spam skills basically with Thor. You want to take it slow, and you want to do things kind of methodically. So we're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to test, basically, to see if it's better to spam with Luna Snow and then get a nice proc on her tier 3 skill, or if it's better to just play it nice and slow, like we do with someone like Thor. And I'm missing my procs in between here, which is not good, but it is an indication of her overall damage still being very good. And we're actually behind the proc now, so this is interesting. I'm not too well. That was not bad. I'm not too impressed, to be honest with you, with the damage of her tier 3 skill. Yes, this is a stage 55, and we don't really have anyone else. I know Thor definitely can't do stage 55. The problem with Thor is he has mixed damage. He has mixed physical and energy. The crazy thing to imagine is Scarlet Witch. What happens when Scarlet Witch gets her tier 3? How much damage is that going to do? Because she can still do about a bar with some of her regular skills. Oh, I got... So that iframe is really short. I don't know if we can actually finish this, though. Between the lag and between my lack of proc awareness, you got to hit the proc on 3, but it doesn't seem to do that much damage. I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. Let's try to be late. Let's try to be early. I don't know. Just need more damage. That was really bad. Yeah. I mean, it's still impressive at stage 55, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping for one of those Sharon Rogers moments. Yeah, you know, where everything just melts immediately. She definitely has a different vibe than Sharon, possibly more defensive. It's hard to say. That was a really nice proc. That was like a bar. I'm taking some damage. I'm taking some heat. Alright, alright. Well, how about you take some heat too, brother? Okay, I'm gonna spam. I'm gonna keep spamming. Hey, it's me, Mr. Spam. The good thing is, this tier 3 is super easy for noobs to use. Because you can just keep spamming and you can get multiple casts of this skill basically as much as you want. So that's good, right? For all you guys that don't like to pay attention to damage procs and rotations and timing, you can just spam. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. Okay. So 1 minute left. I think I could do this with a PC with a better phone that doesn't lag as much. We got down to 4 bars, which is actually not bad for 4 minutes left. I think if I had timed some of her mind controls a little bit better, I could have clamped down Ebony Maw. He seemed to not get mind control that much, so there's also some RNG involved with Scarlet Witch mind controlling. She didn't seem to be doing that much of it. And so he got away, and those purple meteors killed me. That's kind of the weakness of Sharon Rogers. That's kind of the weakness of Luna Snow. She doesn't have any damage reduction, so even though her tier 3 skill does add a lot to her defenses, does add a lot to her HP, you know, she got, what, like 7,000 HP, and she got the extra defenses and stuff like that. Because her tier 3 skill is A, not an iframe, at least not throughout the skill, it's not an iframe, and B, it has only, well, it doesn't matter, but it has immunity, so it doesn't make her undamageable because of penetration. That also means that she can get killed during her tier 3 skill by characters who can penetrate, like Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Cable, Deadpool's tier 3, etc. So that is still something that, you know, needs to be kept track of, and possibly, maybe, using her 4th skill to mind control world bosses and then doing 4 cancel 6 may be a better rotation. So let me know what you guys think of Luna Snow. Let me know what you think of her ultimate skill tonight with all of the little orbs that she summoned. Someone called it Rasengan from, or Rasengan, I don't know how to say it, from Naruto. So yeah, weebs. And let me know what you think of the rotation. Should we just spam skills like drooling noobs and then hit the tier 3? Or should we kind of pace ourselves and kind of do it more rhythmically? Hit me up in the comments, subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me, and of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tonight. Take care.